Welcome into the Alabama Football Report. Today's show, 5 flip candidates as Alabama recruiting continues to stay hot, some upcoming visits and decisions that are worth tracking, and a couple of big-name transfer edges Alabama has clear-cut interest in as they target that position in the transfer portal. There's a lot going on right now around Alabama. There's the college football playoff semifinal, and a lot of recruiting and a lot of transfer portal conversation as well. So make sure you're not missing any Alabama football video. Go back to where you first subscribed. Hit that bell icon. Change your push notification settings from personalized to all. Otherwise, you won't get an alert every time we do a video. So go make that change right now. Let's break down some of the apparent flip candidates for Alabama. Tristan Jernigan, the 3-star linebacker, currently committed to Texas A&M, a player Bama continues to have interest in. Number 517 overall, the number 48 linebacker, by the way, 16th player from the state of Mississippi. A&M in general, both in the transfer portal and in the recruiting cycle, kind of getting targeted pretty heavily since Jimbo Fisher got fired. A player Bama has been involved in, actually 2 players in a row here they've been fairly involved with. Aeryn Hampton, the Texas wide receiver, committed Texas wide receiver, who committed to Texas over Alabama, among others, but Bama stayed in pursuit of him. We'll put him as a wide receiver. That's where he's going to play in college. He is technically listed as an athlete on the 24/7 Sports Composite. Number 222 overall. He is from Texas, 38th ranked player in the state, a top 15 athlete as well. Bama's still kind of the market trying to get maybe one more wide receiver if they can. How about a player who they lost a flip from earlier this year? That's Perry Thompson, the 5-star wide receiver, currently committed to Auburn. If Auburn fans get to talk themselves into thinking they're going to flip Ryan Williams, imagine if Bama flipped Perry Thompson from them. 5-star recruit, the number 4 player from the state of Alabama. Number 32 overall, he's the 10th ranked wide receiver as well. Knowing, of course, these things could certainly change between now and both early National Signing Day, not that far away, and then National Signing Day, the official one later on, or the non-early, I guess it is this stage. Everything's kind of weird now in recruiting in college football. So those ranks may change, but it is what they are currently at. Who do you want Alabama to flip? Sound off for me in the comments section right now. You guys follow recruiting because you're all crazy diehards like we are. Drop a name for me at the pinned comment of today's video, especially the ad comes here on YouTube. Let's go to linebacker again. 4-star linebacker Miles Graham. Again, kind of like A&M, Florida's kind of a precarious spot. 2 of their best players at the portal. They have a good class, but there will be people trying to poach with. There will be some negative recruiting of, hey, how long is the coach really going to be there for? 4-star recruit in 2024 for Graham. 52nd ranked overall player, number 5 linebacker, the number 9 player, by the way, in the state of Florida. Maybe the most intriguing flip candidate on this list is running back Kevin Riley. Riley previously committed to Miami over Alabama in the past. However, seems to be some adjustment coming here as Riley will take an official visit to Alabama this weekend. That at least gives the Crimson Tide hope of the possibility of flipping Riley away from the Hurricanes. He's the number 76 overall player and the number 4 ranked running back from the state of Alabama. He's a top 10 player in the state there. That's the type of guy you would like to try to find a way to flip if you are able. Certainly worth keeping an eye on that one. Sure, we'll get some buzz coming out of that visit early next week. Deal alert for you guys. If you don't know what to add to your Christmas wish list, how about an Alabama football jersey? They are customizable, by the way, so if you're like producer Chris and maybe you want a Jalen Milroe jersey, you can make that happen on Fanatics. Other ones are up to 30% off. Not all of them, but there are some on sale, like Najee Harris jersey's on sale right now. 30% off at chatsports.com/Alabama jersey. Link will be in the comment section and the description of today's show. That's chatsports.com/Alabama jersey. Go check them out today. Let's talk recruiting and visits here. First up, Sterling Dixon had this quote. When I tell you everything is done, everything is done. I am ready to roll in. He said Auburn was pushing for him hard, but that's not the route he's going. Saying, quote, they were pushing really hard. They did a lot to try to get me, but I was like, man, I want to go to Bama. That was really the ultimate thing. I thought about it and got second thoughts, but I wanted to finish off what I started. So Dixon will not be flipping. Other decisions here coming down the pipeline in the recruiting side for the Crimson Tide. Kewan Lacy will announce his decision later today. 6 p.m. Is the decision. So in a few hours, depending on when exactly you're watching. He might have actually already committed if you watch it later on before the video, or later when the video goes out. 3 finalists here: Alabama, Ole Miss, and Missouri. Now, again, the recruiting message board vibes is that Ole Miss is the favorite here for Lacy. Would not be the first time they got something wrong. Although I do think the running back that's more the big target, the big goal to get for Alabama is Daniel Hill, who we have spent quite a bit of time on in the past here on the show. He will announce his decision next Wednesday, so make sure you are subscribed. We'll keep you guys covered on that front. So timing there pretty fun for the Daniel Hill situation. Meanwhile, Jadan Baugh gets an in-home visit today. That is Thursday, in case you're watching like a Friday or something. So, again, a target there for Alabama. He would also be a flip target, by the way. He is currently committed to Arkansas, and Arkansas kind of, Sam Pittman's on dicey ground entering next year. Logical player to go try to flip. Of these 3 backs, we will not include Kevin Riley. I think that's too obvious of the one you'd love to get. Pick a running back you think Bama ends up getting. KL for Kewan Lacy, DH for Daniel Hill, and JB for Jadan Baugh. Let's talk portal. Praise portal in the comment section. This is a very common trend here. I think it's important to consider. Texas A&M transfer edge rusher Fadil Diggs is visiting Alabama and Syracuse this weekend. So in general, the early visit buzz, very clear to me and producer Chris. Alabama's looking to add at least one edge. And Diggs stands out as a possible candidate from that perspective. Diggs has had plenty of impact in the past. He's also had really great success in some previous years for the Alabama Crimson, or for A&M, specifically against Alabama. The last 2 seasons for Fadil Diggs, 16 tackles for loss, 7 sacks. He's had great success in particular against Alabama. 5 TFLs, 4 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. So Bama knows how good Diggs can potentially be right there. There is some coverage drop ability, which is logical for Alabama since they do drop those edges. Maybe you'd view this as like this version of Trez Marshall. That was a great point by Clint Lamb, buddy of mine. Bring in the SEC defender who can come in and help you out, because clearly edge a target point for Alabama. The intriguing name now, who I had done top players in the transfer portal, I had Trey Moore as one of the highest-ranked defenders in the portal available right now. That's UTSA edge. Trey Moore is visiting Alabama this weekend. He was going to visit Ohio State, canceled. Now, Texas had been linked previously. They've got college football playoff prep going on as well. Texas will see if they get him or not, but clearly Bama's got an interest here, and understandably so. Trey Moore's got 22 sacks and 27 career games played. He was among the most productive pass rushers in all of college football this season. Of the two, there's obviously a bigger level of competition jump. I am a little bit more impressed by Trey Moore. I would not be mad if you got Fadil Diggs either. There's clearly a target and a goal here for Alabama of going out, looking to acquire impact pass rush help. You're going to lose Dallas Turner. You're going to lose Chris Braswell to the NFL. You have other players there. You'll see some more Keanu Coe, right? You'll see maybe some Jeremiah Alexander. Outside chance to always kick one of your inside guys back out. Like maybe you try Jihad Campbell there. I'm not sure that's going to be the pass there. You're going to get some more impact players who didn't really do much for you this year as some of those true freshmen who kind of basically they redshirted this year after being high recruits previously. Adding a veteran makes a lot of sense for the Alabama Crimson Tide. We will have you covered on all the latest recruiting and transfer buzz here for Alabama. Make sure you do not miss out. Hit that sub button right now for more free videos.